So this week's video is going to be quite a quick edit, and I'm starting off from where I left last week after plugging one of the holes. So the idea was to test it on one patch to make sure I knew what I was doing. It was above the waterline, so it didn't really matter if I did get it wrong. But as you can see, it turned out alright. So I've just taken a peel ply off this, and it actually does look okay. You can sort of see the outline of the original hole. So maybe I need to make these come back a bit more, so I've got more squeeze out on the outside. But I'm going to sand this back at some point. I'm just going to do all the other holes first, but I'm going to sand this back and then fiberglass inside and outside. Today I'm definitely going to get the filling of the holes in on all the other 6 holes I've got. But I'm not sure if I'm going to get a chance to fiberglass today, but definitely be doing it before Sunday when this video comes out. So I made up some more of the backing plates and fitted them to all 6 of the other holes. And I just went through the same procedures I did last week. Mixed some thickened epoxy, laid that out on each hole and squeezed as much of it in as I can. This time I did leave a bit more of a gap so I could actually get more of a surface area on the other side. But I won't bore you doing all of those, but this is one I did this week. So another beautiful sky, and I've finally finished filling all the holes. So I've been a bit less careful this time, and I've sort of overfilled a bit because I'm going to sand it back anyway. But here we go. So let's have a look at another one. Again, this one I overfilled a bit because it's quite a bit of a weird shape. I'm hoping the bottom holes, the sellotape was a bit hard on this one. And it's very dark in here. Can't even focus. See if I zoom out a bit. So there's the top one, which is solid, and the bottom one, which is the one I've done today. So it's the next day, and all of them have cured really well, and it's so satisfying taking off the peel ply. So you're going to see me peeling off the peel ply and giving them some reassuring taps, as every boat builder does, I think. I actually did hit some of them as well, like that, just as any good surveyor does. So just a quick video today, just to show the lovely sanding I've been doing, just to get this smooth where the epoxy is a bit rough on the inside and the outside. I basically just squeezed as much as I could in and to fill the hole, but I'm quite happy with that. All of these are actually very solid. So let's have a look at all the others. So the bow one was quite difficult because of the shape, but managed to sand that down quite well. And they're still solid. I've like stood on this. Probably shouldn't, but stood on this, and it's taken my weight, and it's not even creaked or anything. Oops. The only one I'm not going to show is right down there. You can see the light shining through it. I also sanded the outsides just to get them ready. I probably won't be able to get time to fiberglass these this week, but I'm definitely going to be fiberglassing the inside. So a little while back I spent about 4 hours cutting all of these lovely little shapes from templates in my shed, and it did take me a while, and I did manage to organise them quite well. I'm quite proud of this, but I won't need to do this again. I'm hoping not anyway. So I started off by wiping all the dirt from around the hole all over the hole and doing it completely wrong. So the way you're meant to really do this is give it one straight down wipe and then use a clean side of cloth, not use the same cloth all over it and wiping the dirt everywhere. So I did get that a little bit wrong. Next, I'm just doing the standard procedure of just wetting out the surface with some unthickened epoxy, and then I have 8 sheets. So I start off with some matte, and then I use some biaxial cloth, I think it's called. So I alternate these because the matte absorbs more resin, and the cloth, the biaxial cloth, is actually a very strong type of cloth. So because I did 6 of these, I've only filmed 1 of them, as it can be quite repetitive, but I show them all to you at the end. So here's a nice little clip of me wetting out some cloth, and well, yeah, you kind of get the idea. I finished off with some peel ply just to keep it all neat and tidy. I've started using this and it seems to be quite good, but I'm probably going to sand it anyway, but I thought I'd use some peel ply anyway just to protect it, and gives me less sanding at the end. The most fun part was the foam brushes, which did work quite well, but you can see the smoke coming off of them. So I finally finished all of the through holes. Again, I was thinking of filming it for you guys to see, but it was all pretty much the same, and where it's such a rush, I couldn't really film it. It's like having a paintbrush with a countdown till catching a light. I'm not sure about the foam brushes I used. I think they're alright, but they do tend to disintegrate. This one you might not be able to see, but that's the exhaust through hole. So down there, and they all seem to be doing alright. So I think I have got one little bubble there. So next week I'll be hopefully fiberglassing over the outside. I've had to put all of this out here. Don't know whether you can see the paintbrush is smoking a bit, but yeah, they do disintegrate after a while. And the kayak thing, so I'm looking at an inflatable kayak, but a decent one, not one of these toy ones. I mean, look at that, it looks lovely out there. Would have been nice to have a nice little kayak after doing all of this work. Or something out there. I'm not paddle boarding because I don't want to fall in the water. So if anyone's got any suggestions on inflatable kayaks. And the other suggestion, which is, I thought I'd done all the holes, but I know I've got the prop hole, but I keep forgetting about these cockpit drains. Now what would you suggest? Would you suggest brass or what, zinc, whatever, I can't remember what it's called, all the different metals, DZR, that's the one. Or I'm thinking of the True Design plastic ones, now the composite plastic ones. So as you can see, these are very old and definitely need replacing. And then once that's done, that's pretty much everything to get back in the water. So fiberglass on the outside, sorting out the prop, paint and things on the outside as well. But yeah, it's not too far off getting this in the water. So not in any rush to get in the water, and maybe I won't do, but it's nice to know that everything's all sealed up. But I shall see you again guys next week on Sunday.